guys, this is Amanda again. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I will give a quick update since it's been quite a while since I have had the chance to make a video. As you can see, the channel has had a name change. This will now be called Vet Diaries. I wanted to come up with something besides my name that would help people recognize that this was a vet-related channel. So I hope you like the new name. And a second update, I have just completed my fall semester of my second year of vet school at Iowa State, and it was a wild ride. It was a pretty challenging semester, a little bit stressful, but I feel like I learned so much, not only academically, but I feel like I had to learn better how to manage my stress and kind of find new ways to adapt my studying because we had so much material to learn. So that is a good segue into today's video, in which I will talk about ways that I study in vet school. And I recognize that everybody studies a little bit differently, but hopefully you can take some of these ideas and incorporate them into your study habits, because these have been very helpful for me. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. I quickly want to mention that for my program at Iowa State, we were all required to purchase the same computer, and it is a PC. I believe it's a Lenovo ThinkPad Yoga. I'm not sure of the exact model, but this allows us to use Microsoft OneNote, which is an amazing program. It allows you to print the PowerPoints directly into the program, and you can electronically write on the notes, highlight them, and that's how most of the students in my class take notes during lectures. The second thing I like to do just to stay organized is use this binder. I have lots of different tabs for each class, and all of the notes and study guides that I make, I will file under these tabs in this binder, and that way when it comes time to study for finals, I have everything kind of in one spot and it's really easy to reference. And yeah, that's just a good way for me to stay organized, so I definitely like having that binder. You guys will discover very quickly that I love colors. I am obsessed with these colored pens. I love color coding things. It is just a really easy way to help me personally commit things to memory. I know a lot of people think it looks like a crazy chaotic mess in my notes, but for me, this is something that really helps me. The first way that I like to study is by making study guides. For me, this is personally the most effective way to get all of the information into my brain. So I will show you guys an example of a study guide that I made for school. So I'll take my notes directly from the lectures or PowerPoints provided by the professors, type those up into a Word document, and then insert images that correspond with them. I'm a pretty visual learner, so I definitely like to have a lot of pictures in my study guides. Once I actually make these, I'll go through and highlight and write little notes off to the side. So this was really effective for me, especially for anatomy last year. This is really great because then you have these to study for finals. Depending on the class, I will sometimes choose to actually write out written notes. I tend to gravitate more towards this method when we have a lot of different species or things to memorize. So this was really helpful for me for parasitology and microbiology this year when we had a lot of different organisms to remember. I would write everything in a different color, and the act of actually writing it out was really helpful to commit it to memory for me. Another great study tool that I use online is Quizlet. If you have not heard of Quizlet, you may be living under a rock, but Quizlet is basically an online tool that allows you to make electronic flashcards, and they have different modes where you can do a flashcard mode, you can actually test yourself. So frequently I will make old quiz questions from classes into flashcards, or I will take important material from our lecture notes and sort of formulate them into a question, and that is really helpful for me to get the information into my brain. The last thing I do is I take advantage of any materials that the professors provide for us, whether it be lecture notes, chapter notes, things of that nature. It is a lot more convenient than reading this bad boy. Because we have so much material to learn, it is helpful for me to actually schedule study sessions for myself and actually set goals. So I personally won't allow myself to watch TV until I finish my studying for the night. Now, I don't always follow this rule. Sometimes I just really want to watch some Netflix. I get super distracted really easily between the refrigerator and all of our critters that we have running around. So I've discovered that I really like studying at coffee shops. I have a pair of sound canceling headphones that I just pop on. I really like to listen to classical music while I study, and then I just get some coffee and get in the zone. This works really well for me. My roommate personally likes to stay here and shut herself in her room and study, but find a study spot that is really conducive to your learning and your focus. I mentioned this in my first video, I believe, and maybe earlier in this video, but tag team things with classmates. Even if you can't find a bunch of people, even having one other person to help you make study guides or study materials is really helpful. One thing that I love about Iowa State is there's a huge camaraderie between all of my classmates and I. We are really supportive of one another, and we've actually created a Google Drive for our entire class. Everyone kind of shares their study guides with one another on there. Vet school is really challenging, so being supportive of classmates and one another is really helpful and has definitely helped all of us make it through this especially challenging semester of school. So that is it for this video. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've had the chance to make one. I'm really hoping now that I'm on break and hopefully next semester won't be quite as busy that I will have the opportunity to make some more videos, because it is something I really enjoy. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or video ideas that you would like to see, please put them in the comments below. And I wanted to give a quick shout out to another vet related channel that I really enjoy. If you guys don't subscribe to her already, head on over to Bella Vet. I will put her channel in the link below. She is a fellow second year vet student and her videos are amazing, so I definitely recommend going and checking those out. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time on Vet Diaries.